What's good with y'all? We got this is where the money at. Ralo on why he chose real estate over signing a record deal. We on the road to 100K, okay? So I need everybody to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. Hey, we turning dreams to reality all 2025, man. Make sure y'all get y'all merch down below. Let's see what it's hitting for. Ralo and tap in with the real estate.
Ralo details why he preferred real estate over a recording contract.
All right, listen. My last record deal, which was with 300. It was like $1 million deal, right? They gave me $300,000 when I signed on, and they gave me $300,000 when I walked out.
Be sure to like,
Right.
comment, and
So that was
subscribe.
equivalent to $600,000. The rest was just in all that promotion and recording and all that old shit. You know how they do. So what I'm getting to is I paid $100,000 for that lot, and I paid $100,000 for that lot, right? So that's $200,000. I put $350 in building, $175 and another $175. So I roughly spent $550,000. Each one of these houses appraised between $600,000 and $700,000, right? So that's
My nigga said he building a $600,000 house for $100,000. 175. It's pretty cheap, my nigga.
that's 1.4 million.
Well, he got 275 into each house, right? Cause the lot was 100K. He putting 175 into each of them. So he in it for 275.
And let's subtract the $500, right? So
Just
that's
depends, man. Just
1.4 million.
depends.
And let's subtract the $550. Now I made $850,000 profit.
Hold on, let's write
So what
that.
I'm less than $700,000. Each one of these houses appraised between $600,000 and $700,000, right? So that's 1.4 million. And let's subtract the $550. Now I made $850,000 profit. So what I'm saying is, I made more money in 2-3 months off this shit than I made in the whole 3. So what I'm saying, like, in the end, the results of this rap game or anything that we doing in motherfucking life, we gotta figure.
Bro, it's always about investing, bro. You know, you gotta invest your money, bro. But let me back up right quick.
So that's 1.4 million. And let's subtract the $550. Now I made 800.
So he said he got I assume that 400 might have been including taxes, because he said you know, but you got to include that stuff, bro. You know, it's I don't know if you actually gonna see the whole. Hey, numbers is numbers, though. If that's what he building it for, that's what it's truly costing, then hey, you know, I kind of know a little bit about the real estate game, you know what I'm saying, and the expenses that go into that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's he got the lot for 100K, 175. It's gonna appraise for 600. You know, that's a big difference between building costs, and I understand obviously it's gonna be lower than what you gonna sell it for, obviously. But that's a big difference, bro. You know.
$50,000 profit. So what I'm saying is, I made more money in 2-3 months off this shit
But
than I
for
made
sure.
in the whole 3. So what I'm saying,
But
like,
see, real estate is all about running the numbers, bro. If the numbers make sense, then if it makes sense, it makes dollars. If it don't make sense, it don't make no dollars, bro. Simple. I own property, bro. You know what I'm saying?
in the end, the results of this rap game or anything that we doing in motherfucking life,
You gotta
we
run
gotta
them numbers.
figure out
You
what
got
this shit
taxes.
about.
You got insurance. You got, and if you building, you gotta be up to code, bro. You gotta get you gotta go run that shit by the city, bro. You gotta get man, what's the fucking words I'm looking for, bro? It's fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I can't even think straight right now.
Like my man's for some
But
bitch
you
got
gotta get your shit regulated, bro. It's gotta be legal, bro. You know, it's gotta be inspected. You gotta pay for all that, bro. Them is all expenses. You know.
his biggest deal. He hit him across the head for like 3, 4 million when he signed. Look, right there, when I put this 1.4 million inside that plaza, it's gonna be worth down there $4, $5 million. So I'm a profit 3 million in equity. We signing 3 to 5 years, sometimes 10-year contracts. And right now, off this shit, we getting this shit in 3 to 6 months. So the math just ain't correct on this shit. So
Well, my guy, you got the money initially from the music, bro. So keep doing your music. You know, if you're not putting nothing up front, then that's 100% return on your investment. You know, as far as because with real estate, it takes money to make money. Music, it takes money to make money as well. But if you're signing a deal, right, and they giving you $1 million, bro, like you said, some of that million went to, expenses. The rest was profit. You're gonna have expenses, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is.
3 to 5 years, sometimes 10-year contracts. And right now, off this shit, we getting this shit in 3 to 6 months. So the math just ain't correct on this shit. So that's why I don't go.
Because with the music, you're not putting what do you say to that $275,000 into it, bro. Straight out of your pocket. You know, that's coming from the 200 that you if you are paying that, that's coming from what the label already gave you out that million. You know what I'm saying? So it's already made, you know, in the
All the way
States.
full throttle inside the rap shit. Because if I would have known what I know now, I would have been up hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate. So, man, I just want to get y'all the grip for this shit. Like, these with chains and shit is broke. This where the money at, dog.
Look like he building that shit in the hood. It's just tough, bro. Like, yeah, you could build a brand new house, but it's in the hood though, bro. The location matters, bro. That neighborhood, you got to think. Look at this house next to it. If he's building a $600,000 house, the house next to it is not worth $600,000, bro. That house is probably worth. I don't know their market. I know where I'm from, so I can speak on where I'm from. Where I'm from, that house that he's building would probably be 300,000 at the most, bro. Especially in that type of neighborhood, the house next to it, every bit of 150. I mean, if you're talking about in Tulsa, you know what I'm saying? You're 150 to if assuming it's in decent shape, it's gonna be older, of course. 150 to 200,000. You know, if it's been remodeled, maybe 225 on the highest. I'm not sure what I ain't really been looking at the market like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what prices is doing, but that's about 100 on the worst, for the lot and the house, 100 on the low, 225 on the high, bro, for that house next to it. So for you to build a brand new house, you're not gonna get that, man. That's how real estate works, bro. It's comparative market. It's different ways to analyze, a property's value, bro. On me. I can't really tell if that's yeah, that look like the hood.
Everybody working. I just
Now,
sit
if it's
back
a
and I
good
see the money.
neighborhood and they're rebuilding houses, all throughout the neighborhood, they're re-gentrifying it, then that's okay. Give it a while, long term, and eventually, bro, everything's gonna get re-gentrified, bro. Because everything's just gonna keep getting older and older. You know, you don't always just gotta tear down a house though. You can remodel it. you know. But eventually, they is gonna get torn down, and something new is gonna get put there, bro. You know, everything has its fate.
I don't post money no more
So
on the
long
internet.
term, you know, if you think you gonna make that 600 that 800K as soon as it's done built, you know it's got to get sold. It's gonna be sitting on the market. You know, it's you're not gonna get that as soon as it's built. You're not gonna be able to sell that as soon as, like, maybe you can though. You know, but it's a market out there, bro. You know.
I can go up and post millions anytime I get ready. But I'd rather just look at it. I'm just
But
trying to show y'all where to put y'all money in.
for sure,
What I
shouts
do,
out to
man.
Ralo, man.
When they stop with me, did I stop? Did I stop? No. I kept going. See, they ain't gonna believe in your mission. You just gotta show them. You gotta stop telling them you don't need them. You gotta show them you don't need them. And they gonna keep trying to bring you down. And every time they bring you down, what you do? You go up, you go up, you go up, and you go up. First of all, I'm a black
I just
man.
don't see them being. I
I'm
don't know.
blackballed from
Atlanta's
the
prices
game,
may be that high.
and I'm the black sheep of my family. But they can take everything from you, but they can't take your hustle. And while you're on a mission to get where you're trying to go, be unapologetic. Don't even show no weakness. Don't show no fear. Barely show emotion. And when you get done, getting to where you're going, you look back at them and you say, I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey man, shouts out to Ralo, man, for showing the people something different, bro. I support it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I support it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section below. If you made it to the end of this video, you bored, check out this video to the left or check out my music to the right. I just dropped some new shit on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good shit. We on the road to 100K, okay? So I need everybody hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. I'll get at y'all in the next one and I'm gone. Alright. Yeah, bro, real estate, it's a number game, man. It's a number game. It's a number game. Let me see. Gotta run them numbers, bro. You can tell if you gonna make money in real estate, bro. That's what I was telling my business partner. I was like, you know, we ain't gotta just focus on, you know, trying to remodel. You know, if we can get a house at a good price that's in great condition and rent it out, as long as the numbers run, then, you know, increase rents year after year, will be good. After you do the real estate is basic. You got property tax, you got insurance, you got utilities, you got the mortgage. Um, it's basic. It's just like it's just like paying bills and living life, bro. It's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But when you own a home instead of rent, you got the rent or you got the property tax and the insurance. You know what I'm saying? And that shit be costing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit on my property alone, bro. It's probably about 5,000 a year, 5,500 a year, bro. On top of whatever you already gotta pay, bro. And then you got all the repairs, bro. You know, now he's building a new house. You know, so but even still, you can run the numbers. Like, you might have to hold that bitch for 10 years. Like, a lot of people like. That's all I'm saying whenever I'm speaking on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna make that 800,000 as soon as the house is built. It's an investment. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all this. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see stuff like this, you don't just take it and, oh, he finna make that 800K just like that. He got this equity, but it's locked up in his house though. You know, and if you don't got no tenants in there, whatever, you gotta have a game plan for this shit. And it seemed like he got a team out there working. you know. So shouts out to Ralo, man. You know, it's just for y'all, you know.